Okay, so now to your issue. Randy, I don't know what law or regulation that we have about liability. Because a lot of these judgment debts, you can see that they've been occasioned by individuals. And if we can show that they've been occasioned by individuals, what do we do? With the facts that you read earlier, or the committee that was set up, you said the committee recommended that we paid 18 million to the company.
If we choose to terminate.
Yes, and then we chose to terminate. So, who chose to terminate? And if we can have a process that can review and see which individual actions led us to incur this judgment debt, what do we do? And it runs through, I mean, if you take the Woyome judgment debt, the president of the country at that time, President Mills, of blessed memory, said that he had not ordered, sanctioned the payment of any monies. And yet still, you had individuals in government signing warrants from finance to comptroller to Bank of Ghana to pay these monies to Woyome. And in all the brouhaha, NPP, NDC, Woyome, and all of that, we didn't take a minute to look at the culpability of the individuals. And so we play, we lament, we play football, and then it goes away. In this particular instance, if the recommendation was that this is the best way, go and negotiate and pay 18 million as against 24, and somebody decided otherwise, unless of course we can show that it's actually a cabinet decision. But if it's not, and you cannot guarantee that it's a cabinet decision, I've given you the example of Woyome, where even the president said he wasn't aware. And you have the judgment of the High Court that also prohibited the payment. And yes, it was paid. So it could be just possible that individuals acted in their own frolic. And so we have to have a thorough review. I understand you people want some review in Parliament, Sammy.
Yeah.
Let's have
thorough review of what?
Of the process, to see if individuals acted in their best interest.
So Nana, for somebody who sits back and you have used the Woyome case and looks at how your party in opposition used that Woyome thing to show how terrible a government was and to show what we could have done with that about $20 million then in terms of the Woyome money, and how due process and everything was done. And then the fervor that you showed when you assumed office in terms of following up on the suit filed by Martin Amidu to recover the money and the steps taken to go and look for Mr. Woyome's properties and seize them and attach them and all that. If somebody who looks at this conduct of your party in opposition and in government and then looks at this case, how should the person take the conduct of government?
No, I have said that already. That, you know, to the extent that all of us, under our watch, have occasioned this kind of judgment debt, we've all been reckless. I said that already. But I'm saying that going forward.
But it's not late. You still have 4 months. You're still in office for 4 months.
To pay?
No, I'm saying to hold people responsible to find, because as we speak today,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
The vision by somebody in 1961, which has served us well and raised money for us, is also being lost.
Yeah. But that's exactly what I'm saying. That we need to look at, to have a review that can see that individuals acted properly. And if individuals did not act properly, what kind of sanction can be brought instead of passing it on to the state? And you and me we're going to lose our taxpayers' monies. And we have very, very pressing issues in this country. We've had pressing issues for a long time. And this 100 million, I'm sure if we're going to list what
134 million can do,
you know, and all the judgment debts that we've paid over the period, what those monies could have been used for. So it all seems, there's a judgment debt we've lost, and we have to find the money to go and pay, without having a review to see if individuals acted in the best interest of the country. So in this one, obviously, once you've lost the debts, it means the calculation was wrong. Maybe you thought that you could win, and that by... But we need to sit back and see if people acted in the best interest, instead of swallowing it all and passing it on to the taxpayer. But all of us are lamenting about these payments. 18 million now has gone to what, 100 and something million?
134.
Yeah. Sami Okujeto says that actually it's just some family feud. If that is the case, we need that information. We need which members of which family have let their personal differences occasioned this debt. Because I want to get to the bottom of the matter. I am not happy that my taxes will be used to pay this, and you are not happy. But maybe there's some individual culpability or individual bad judgments. We need to know. Now that we've been told it's a family feud, Sami Okujeto and his collaborators owe us a duty to give us the information so that we can all focus on who is responsible for this.
All right. Okay.
And so that's why I was a bit alarmed when it was going on, and I could see you were also a bit alarmed that day. But you have a duty to let us know.
Doc, you recall that this country set up a sole inquirer, Justice Appeal Commission.
Yes.
To look into this whole phenomenon of judgment debts, because we had come to a clear realization that judgment debts had become such a drain on our scarce resources. You ask yourself, are we learning as a country? Are we improving?
You won't tell us about
the examples he cites. We were all in this country. Look, what you mean? They compose a song. They engage choristers. I didn't know some of them have such great, melodious voices.
I mean, sitting here, it was research.
Yes.
That
you were an authority. You had all the documents, on what you mean. You had even
choristers.
Dr. Randiabe had more documents, on this matter, I believe, more than even Professor Mills. God bless his soul.
As for Mills, he didn't know about it.
Yeah, and he directed that the payment should be stopped, And
yet.
So years after all of this, judgment debt still getting worse.
So who are the people behind this? Who are those family people?
You should be telling us. You should be telling us. And you see,
even if you do a family feud, executive authority was used to do it.
Okay.
You see, nobody got up and said that I am so and so. So what the power to have terminated against recommendation advice was executive.
Yes. So let us know which fruit, because obviously the executive took sides. That's what you're saying. The executive
I'm
took
saying
sides.
that those who we voted for,
1 second.
who we are clothed with power and authority,
Yes,
who
yes.
took this decision,
Yes.
they should tell us.
Yeah, but you are saying that they took the decision in pursuit of a family feud.
Well, even if there were no
So
feud,
we,
even if there were no feud, it doesn't change what has happened.
I agree with you, but obviously there was a feud. So we must start from there.
Can I have my time now?
Look, just help us, because
If
we want to get to the bottom
if
of
you are
this.
interested in where we must start from, we must start from preventing these judgment debts.
That's what we are saying.
Having a leadership of integrity, a leadership that genuinely loves this country and cares about this country, to avoid these things. That's where we must start from. Not after the horses have bolted.